Okay, I was looking for Chad.
Hi, I'm David Foster from Newsline. Can you explain what you're doing here?
Yeah. I came here to meet up with Chad. We were going to study sciences.
And you met Chad over the internet, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he seemed like a pretty cool bro, you know what I mean?
Pretty cool bro?
No.
Bro? You just said he was a cool bro.
I did not say bro. I was gonna say something else, like bro, or there's...
so you didn't come here to bro out, or, quote, chill with the bros and kick back?
No, I mean, I didn't even really take him for a bro. I came here strictly to, study sciences.
Can I read you an instant message conversation?
I mean, I guess if
between
you must.
Family Guy Fan 84 and is that your screen name?
Yeah. I mean,
the conversation between you and Chad Bro Chill 17.
That's weird. I never heard that name.
So Chad let's chill and play GameCube. By the way, bro, I always take my pants off to play GameCube, so I hope that's cool.
I don't. I have no recollection of typing those words.
Can we see what's in your bag? Can I take a look in your bag?
Can we see what's in your bag?
I don't have a bag. Can we take a look in your bag?
Yeah. Why would I care? Well, of course. There's nothing in there that a normal American doesn't have in his bag that he would carry.
A can of Axe body spray.
I like to smell like an Axe. That's not my fault. I mean, like
a Dane Cook CD.
You are not an American if you don't love Mr. Cook. I don't understand.
A GameCube game system.
Yeah, it's shaped like a cube and you can play games on it. I don't understand what the problem is.
And a big black dildo.
Okay, look, I have bros at home that can't find out about this, okay? This is wrong, what you're doing here, okay? It's not my fault, okay? I know that I have a problem, okay? I know that I have a problem. I live on campus, and it's hard because there's windows there in the buildings that I'm staying in, and I'll look out of these windows, and there'll be bros walking by, and it's not my fault that if I think about, what they would look like soapy and wet. Like, that's not my fault that I want to, like, this is crazy, okay? Why would you do this?
The police are outside.
Why are the police outside? Why are the police outside? They should be inside. They should be inside a police station looking at the prints from fingers, okay? There's no crime here, okay? The only crime is that me and Chad are not having a great time right now.
Sir, you can't take the stuff
Why can't I take it with me? It's mine. It's mine. This is my stuff, okay? This is ridiculous, okay? You are a bad man, and you are the friend of a bad man. This is no good.
The police are outside.
Tell Chad, why are the police outside? Tell Chad,
there's no Chad. There's no Chad.
Why is there no Chad?
Yeah, that would be nice, dude. I would like to have a huge dick too. Like I would like to have it on my body, not like in my body.
Yeah.
Or like
this shit is in me, not on me.
Yeah,
boy.
not at my disposal either. Like I don't
me.
need a dick at my disposal. I need my dick.
Oh, Jagaloon.
Oh, hey, new shit.
No shit.
It's Chicago. Oh my gosh. We're back.
Yeah.
All right.
We're back.
It's the motherfucking
Jagaloon.
shit. We're here. You got your host Jared Alexander. You got your other fucking host AJ Baldwin, and we're joined by our player partner, Mr. Player Peso himself. Come on now, talk to him, player.
You know what it is, man.
You know what it is, man. That's Player Peso on the other side, dog. He ain't gonna show himself on the camera because a real player, we're not real players, but we got player partners, and a real player, he don't show his face to no jokers. You know what I'm saying?
Call me player partner Peso, man.
I'm so up, bro. Jokers is everything. We're jokers.
Jokers?
Yeah, but also, like, if we saw a dickhead walking down the street, he's a joker, too.
What?
Yeah, it's just the slang, dude. It's that's late 30s pimp slang.
Jokers?
I think it's literally low-key, like late 30s. The whole book that I'm reading is, like, late 30s Ebonics.
Like that Jive Turkey?
It's like, it's before Jive.
Oh.
It's like there's some Jive, but it hadn't been popularized
Jive's like
yet.
50 maybe?
I think Jive is even later.
Yeah.
I think Jive starts to be like
Jive's
70s,
like 60s,
60s.
70s, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
This guy's different, dude. He says crazy shit.
30s?
Yeah, it's late 30s, bro. Late 30s. He's been
I
trying
didn't
to
know they had, like, slang.
Well, bro, as long as they've been pimps, there's been slang, and pimps are that's old as time, bro.
Pimpin' since pimpin' since
Right,
pimpin'. baby.
Sure.
Straight up, pimps have been pimping since pimping since pimping since pimping. Been pimping. You know what I'm saying?
It's facts. Yeah. It's been factually proven.
Got the headphones on again because for some reason it scares the audio quality into not clipping. Fucking Playa Peso. I don't know if you've
Playa
ever been around
Peso.
when those episodes go awry, but sometimes for like 2 minutes, the audio will just fuck up and start crackling. And then I started putting on the headphones, and every time I wear the headphones, it doesn't happen. But as soon as I take the headphones
I
off,
think having something in the headphone jack might
it
might do the trick.
It might offset it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, how the fuck you doing, bud? You're looking snazzy.
Not too bad.
You're looking
Yeah,
good.
Yeah. I thought I'd dress
You're
up.
looking good.
I thought I'd dress up for the people.
You're looking damn good.
Thank you, man.
Looking
Thank
damn good.
you.
You're looking cozy.
Cozy?
Yeah.
Not really. It's slightly uncomfortable.
Sure looks like I'd fucking snuggle up like a blanket. I could watch a nice movie by myself in a cold room.
Well, no, I would sit on it more so. It does look like a blanket, but more so the picnic variety. I would sit on it before I'd wrap myself in it.
This is the exact texture of hospital blankets. You know what I'm saying? The warm ones. Remember when you're in a, in your
Oh,
hospital,
yeah.
and they bring
It
you the
really
one-
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it, go for
Take
it.
a play. Take a feel.
Nice.
Yeah.
You just unveiled your identity though, and you're
I don't know. I don't know
right
if that
here.
picked it up.
maybe. Hopefully
We'll see,
not.
yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that's cool. We fucking.
Yeah.
You said I walked in. You said, I haven't done anything. I haven't done much. No
Am
big
I
deal.
Seth Rogen?
Yeah, that's how you talk. You just forget
Oh.
about it sometimes. Sometimes you forget that you're Roganing out, and I'm like, dude, give me something. Talk to
Joe
me.
Rogan.
Yeah, more like
Yeah.
yeah. Be Joe Rogan.
Yeah, maybe. Nah, I don't really want to be, but
Dude, Joe Rogan, he's got a lot of money,
yeah, no, that aspect would be
a lot of
great.
respect, a lot of power.
Uh,
I think I'd like all those things.
power.
I don't want to be bald quite yet.
I think I like all the Rogans.
Dude, there's very little bad Rogans.
Pretty much.
Think
What-
about one bad Rogan.
What's the other ones?
Rogaine.
Rogane's good,
No,
man.
Rogan's I'm all good in
positive
my
cause.
book. Yeah.
Unless it's like a dark, it's like an evil corporation, Rogaine, and they're
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
plotting to like make men more
It's
bald.
like it's like the chapstick of hair.
Yeah, you know about that? You know how chapstick brand chapstick is like makes your lips drier over time?
I don't use it.
Nice.
good.
This guy's a Burt's Bees man.
This guy's like, I don't know anything.
Burt's
I don't know
Bees.
anything I've never used. I know nothing about
Can't say that I do.
I'm a Carmex man personally.
Calling chapsticks.
it. Carmex
right
is
now.
nice. I grew up on Carmex.
They're
Some
on to
Blistex
us.
people,
There's some Blistex
Blistex,
out
yeah.
there. You
There's some
Blistex man?
Vaseline people. They're
There's
elite.
some straight up
Vaseline's
Vaseline
elite.
people for
it's
sure.
elite, honestly.
The-
but I'm not trying to pull out a little jar.
Cutting out the middleman, you know.
The fucking Blistex always caught my eye because it's pink.
Yeah.
That was always cool to me.
Well, it's not like a
Blistex?
blue. It's blue.
Yeah.
It's blue.
No. The case is blue,
Yeah.
but the actual liquid is like pink.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
The actual
Liquid.
balm.
Yeah.
Come on,
The
forget
balm.
about it. A balm is a liquid. Is a balm a liquid?
I think it's a semi-liquid.
It's a petroleum.
Sounds like my fucking nut bust.
Similar
Petroleum jelly. Is
consistency.
it jelly a liquid?
No.
Yeah. It's
Petroleum
not.
jelly.
It's a solid liquid.
How, bro? How is jelly? How like is?
It's its own thing. It's human.
See
man.
that becomes tough. Like talking about Play-Doh. You know what I'm saying? Play-Doh. Okay, sure you can score.
It's a solid.
It's a solid.
No, Play-Doh is not part of the
There has to be
equation.
some element in science that's like a jelly, gelatinous. Some.
Okay. First of all, did you know
It's too malleable.
in like a lot of like snacks, like candies.
Beef gelatin.
Yeah, gelatin.
Bro, figured this out first before
I
anyone.
just figured out something I've been eating.
You know what it is?
What?
What gelatin is?
It's from the cows or pigs. I don't know.
Yeah, but do you know what part of it?
Bones?
Hooves.
Really?
It's just hooves, yeah.
What the fuck? You know there was
Gelatin
beef
is just
gelatin and
all hood.
Skittles, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember when I was.
Yeah.
I said your name a second ago. Playa Peso. Playa Peso. When you were young, you did a prank call to the Skittles
Yeah,
Corporation,
come on.
right?
Yeah.
Because of that?
Yeah. it's
What was
trying
that
to
about?
find out, dude.
What was that all about? I forget the story.
Trying to find out what kind of gelatin they had, because Play Peso don't eat no swine.
Who are you with
Ah.
though? Who are you with? You were like cousins or some shit?
Nah.
You were by yourself? I thought you were a young kid.
So
I was a
it
kid,
wait, hold on.
I was a nerd.
It wasn't even a prank call. It was a legitimate inquiry.
Yeah. It was.
Yes.
It was a legit inquiry.
Oh.
Jesus.
You just said that you saw beef gelatin on the wrapper, right? And you were like, oh, I gotta
heard
figure
about
out.
it.
It says, I don't think it says beef. I think it said
It
gelatin.
just said yeah.
Yeah.
Gelatin.
Comes from the hooves? The cow hooves?
Hooves.
Exclusively
what
cow?
about swine?
Or
gelatin?
pig hooves.
Okay.
It's just the hooves.
What did I tell you recently? I found out that
I guess it's like the thrown out bits. They just like,
it
right.
wasn't Pop Tarts. Pop Tarts has some gelatin too as well in it. It was surprising.
I think so. A lot of stuff does.
I wonder if it has that compound that we're talking about.
Pretty sure Gushers does.
That has pork gelatin. I'm eating it all. Rice Krispies has pig gelatin. I've been eating it all my life.
The
and I don't plan to
fuck?
stop.
Right?
Yeah.
Who'da thunk?
It's crazy.
Right.
That's insane,
Yeah.
dude.
I one of my coworkers this last season of the show I was working on is like vegan, and so yeah, every time she'd be like eating something, she'd like look at the back, and I discovered that this past season, the gelatin is just a bunch of hooves, ground up hooves.
I didn't know it was hooves, but I knew that
That
he.
was like fat or like
Yeah.
and bone.
I think it's just like all the
Hooves are
the,
bone,
the
right?
tossed out part. Yeah. There's bone and hooves.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet bony hooves.
It's
Yeah.
it's your hands and your feet, so there's bones.
Yeah.
A lot of bones.
When we make human gelatin,
We
Huh?
might be. We
You
probably
make
don't make
human
very much,
gelatin?
though. You know what I'm saying? It probably only come from our toenails and our fingernails.
No,
probably
I
our
don't think so.
bones.
Bones.
Okay.
And all the stuff that's around it, all the ligament.
By that
and
logic,
stuff.
all the bones of the animal would be gelatin.
Yeah, but I don't know if they use all the bones.
Well, then what are you talking to me about?
Hey, you just
You're
found
talking
out about
hooves.
the hooves. Hey,
You're
we
talking
know
about hooves here.
gelatin.
I'm thinking big picture. I'm trying to get the most out of our buck.
Well,
Most
I think they
bang.
use all the discarded parts, but
Yeah.
a lot of bones are used in cuts of meat. Ribs, steaks have bones in them sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, duh. I mean, come on now.
So
I'm saying how can we
don't
get
come at me sideways.
I'm saying
I'm discarding
I'm gonna
bones
fucking
here.
come
I got
on-
no bones.
I'm
to
gonna come on
discard.
you directly.
You're not gonna come on me anyways.
I'll come on you however way I want.
No.
Yeah. How did we start talking about gelatin?
Pedro Peso. What's it?
Playa Peso.
Player Peso.
Pedro.
Pedro Peso. That's a little bit racist. You always
Little
call me
bit
out for
more
being
accurate.
racist when I'm not even saying anything racist. I'd say that's slightly racist.
He's not even Hispanic.
No, but just like you know what I'm saying.
His
He
name's
looks
Pe-
like it.
We're talking peso, so all of a
yeah, and that's
sudden
it's a legit.
he's got to be Pedro.
No, it's
He
just
couldn't have
that-
been Peter Peso.
No, he could have been. I mean, that's the same thing.
Listen, dog.
It's
I'm
just
Prometheus
it's a
Peso,
reason.
Baby. I just want to know one.
Listen, dog. That's Prometheus Peso, all right. But he goes by Playa,
Prometheus.
but it's Playa Peso.
P for short.
Yeah,
P peso.
yeah. No,
PP?
Playa P.
Play-
Come on, dog.
play-
It's all about the peso, dog.
PP.
It's all that's all play upon the Playa Peso.
Um.
Come on, now, dude. I did a couple open mics.
Yeah.
Since last time we spoke, it was all right. I didn't record I did one for a bunch of young hipsters, and I got a kind of a better reception for my jokes from them. But I did a show for basically like a whole crowd of like they thems. Last night,
yeah.
they thems and
these
non-binaries
both
and
new
bisexual.
places?
Yeah, different places. And I've heard that like you basically bomb at this place that I went to last night.
Of the they thems.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say I bombed. I got some laughs, but it was majorly this one. What do I even call it? You know, I was a they. It was one they.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this one girl, but she was
NB.
a biological woman, and she went by they them. She did have short hair, and it was crazy. I told my long hair joke, and I didn't realize till like I was midway through it that I make like a joke about women being women, and I made it, and I still got laughs, but yeah, because in the long hair joke, I'm like, if you're a woman and you have long hair, you're just being a woman. If
Sure.
you're a guy and you have long hair, you're just high.
Yeah.
And I was like, which sucks that people think that, you know, because I fucking am. And then, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But I completely forgot that joke. I'll show you the clip later. I forgot the joke midway through. and then I had to revert.
Like you didn't even finish that part. You just said.
No, I finished that part. And
Oh, okay.
I made a joke, and then I forgot the rest of it, and then I was like, all right, let me just move on. I kind of tried to stick. It's like a weird thing. Like some of the guys, like this one guy came up and did like this really Casey Rocket-esque type thing where he's like moved around constantly and like flipped his
Jittery
bill.
and
very jittery, very quick. Yeah, it's just like random shit. Very random guy, and he got a lot of laughs. And then another person who this woman who came up, she was from New York and she played all like 16 different instruments and she played the accordion. This was actually pretty good. She played the accordion. And she would like play the accordion in like as like a score for her set.
Ah.
So like she'd talk about like having a one night stand with this guy, and he'd do something like she was like he had roaches in an apartment, and then like it played really well with it. It was perfect. It was actually really good. She fucking
modern day
she was the
Gallagher.
best. Yeah, exactly. Her accordion was her fucking hammer,
Yeah.
and the melodies and harmonies were her watermelon.
That's not all he did. He I think he did the same thing.
Are you sure?
I think yes.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
No.
That was all right though. I resorted to telling the sports joke because it was the only one I could remember,
Sports.
and didn't get a big
Sports
laugh
joke?
on the Punjabi QB.
Oh, yeah,
part,
yeah.
But
Don't say sports joke. Say a Rod's joke.
well, I started by saying
Yeah.
I like sports.
The whole bit. There's like 3
Yeah.
jokes in it.
There's like five
5 jokes.
5 jokes, and it leads into another bit that has a bang.
What are the 5? That like where
All
does
right,
it start?
So A-Raj.
That's the start of it.
A-Raj is I think the first laugh. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a lead up. A-Raj is the first laugh, and then fucking what else? A-Raj, and then Punjabi QB.
Yeah.
And then the third laugh should be when I go, this highlight reel is just like ding a ding a ding. Fucking I take them 2 steps back and I launch a far one. And then I think there's something else I've been trying to tag on. I think there's one more I'm forgetting about, but then that goes into no, I actually I like Indian people. And then it just for some reason that gets a laugh. I said that trying to tie jokes together.
Saying dumb shit sometimes is just gonna get a laugh.
Well, just like stating that you like a race,
Yeah.
for some reason is funny to people.
Especially after you just got done making fun of
Yeah,
them.
well, yeah.
And
I
the
guess so.
all-inclusive non-binary group. probably,
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he does. Okay.
Of course he likes
Oh,
Indian
it's just
people.
a joke. Yeah.
That must be a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that might be the thing behind it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was all right though. It's crazy. It genuinely feels insane going to an open mic where like everyone's clearly like a big community and they've been like doing this for like 2-3 years together. And then I just show up and like tell a bunch of dark, weird, obscure jokes. And then no one is like, oh, good set. You know what I mean? Like if I showed up and killed it and everybody was like, where'd that guy come from? I'd feel good about that. But I got off last night. I got laughs the whole set. Like I was doing like a lot of mannerisms and like I was getting my jokes out. I think I delivered the set perfectly. I think with another audience, I probably would have done better.
Mm-hmm.
But
Other than the day-dems.
I got off. Yeah, I finished. I got off. I finished on stage. I got off. I finished on stage, and then the guy came up after and was like, "All right. Anyways, what we got up next?" He didn't like. He wasn't that like directly like a PA, like a personal attack.
Yeah.
But it felt like one in the recording when I listened back.
Mm.
I don't know. I listened to it this morning. It didn't.
Did you feel like the set overall didn't go well?
I think that I couldn't tell how it went well, and I
Like
actually
based off of the other sets that night, last night.
I think I've done best at the Ice House every time, which makes sense because it's the most orthodox crowd.
Sure.
Better,
Yeah, it's a comedy environment. It's a club. It's people are there.
Those other folks are like the scene kids, seemingly. That just like those type of people. They like,
They're all comedy
cliquey.
kids.
It's like you can't sit with us,
All comedy was popping for like 4 or 5 years when like Eric Andre was blossoming, and Absolutely, and Tim and Eric were like Eric or and Tim Heidecker did like this anti-comedy.
But they're like literally alternative people comedy.
Yeah.
It's not just like different.
You said it. You said it, Playa Peso.
Hey.
That wasn't us, but you know what I mean? You got a great point.
I mean, that's like a thing, you know. People call themselves, you know.
Yeah, I didn't mean, if that makes sense. It seems like it would be offensive to call a person who's like a non-binary or doesn't, you know what I'm
I think a
saying?
lot of those people
Call them an alternative human being. They're the alternative for human beings.
I mean, a lot of them regard to themselves.
No, I know what you mean.
Obviously, everyone wants to be like.
And I know what you mean, and I felt it last night when I was singled out as a straight half-white, white Caucasian man.
Singled out as a half straight
Caucasian man. Yeah. No, I would have felt right at home if I was that.
Damn two-tone.
I am, dude. They seriously have a problem with that, I think.
The they thems have a problem with.
Yeah, I think they have a problem with that, with him.
With you not being a they them.
Yeah, I thought about it when I was leaving. I was like, how
Were
funny-
most of the people doing the open mic of the alternative variety?
Descent.
They were all.
Oh, all of them
They were all alt.
except you.
It's in Altadena, and it's called the Altadena
That's crazy.
open mic.
man.
And you went because
I went because
you're like, I'm a little bi curious.
no, I went there because if I can get a laugh there, then I'm funny.
Yeah,
You know?
I guess. Yeah,
I went
it's already a losing situation.
I genuinely, exactly. I went there because I was told that it's hard to get a laugh there.
I'm
People
exposing
usually
myself.
die on stage.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
And I went anyways because I want to get a laugh. And I did. I did get
Because
some
I want
laughs.
to die.
I did get some laughs when I talked about the Olympic, the commentator at the Olympic divers. I talked about her. I was like, I was watching the Olympic diving, and the way that the commentator described
Oh yeah.
the dive, the ripple in the water, they described it as a fart in the bathtub. What the hell? And there's like a little bit of laughter, and I was like, it's like top 3 stinkiest farts. And I just moved on. I just thought.
Did that get a laugh?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
okay.
fact, the reason it's funny is because, the reason it's funnier in an atmosphere like that is because I'm fucking stern
Yeah.
about what I'm saying. I keep the whole, like, not laughing, very serious face. In my head, I'm like, ho, 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 ho. In my mind, in my face, I'm like, oh, fucking piss me off. Yeah, I
Sure.
don't know. I'm new to this game,
Yeah.
dude. I just know it's funny to me. I know what I would laugh
Yeah.
at.
I mean, dude, I just did an audition today, or I just submitted it today, and it was for it's like for a short film, and it's a youth past. The role that I auditioned for is a youth pastor in like his like 30s that acts like he's still in high school with all like the kids.
It's pretty sick.
And
I
I
think
was
you'd be
like,
good for that, looking at you right now.
yeah, I was reading it and I was like, this is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And I read the storyline and it's like pretty serious. It's about like body image issues and like depression. I'm like, my guy's a fucking laugh, right?
Dude, is it supposed to be funny?
I don't know, but I did the audition as funny, and we'll see what happens.
Dude, I think it
'Cause
sounds funny.
I told Sabrina, like, Sabrina helped me with it. Like, she read with me off camera, and I sent her the sides yesterday because I was like, hey, we need to shoot this, like, tonight or tomorrow morning. Because, like, since our parents were in town this weekend and, like, we were just busy, I wasn't able to do it. And it was due, like, today. And I sent it to her, and she wasn't able to read it during work. So she gets home, and I'm like, hey, have you read it? And she's like, no. I'm like, all right, well, give it a read. And she's like, yeah, it's, like, really funny. And I give her, like, the storyline. She's like, huh. I think you still just play it funny.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is just written, like, hilariously.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. And we'll see how it goes.
I hope they. I think that, yeah. Unless someone. I think if everyone else plays it seriously and you play it funny as yourself, I think that is
It'll at least stand
good
out.
move.
Yeah.
That's a move I'd be able to go
Yeah.
to sleep with that. You know what I mean? Like,
So
I don't
we'll
know.
see. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
I made another sick move.
It's thinking. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I was
what
gonna say it's kind of switched into video auditions, huh? It's more
Oh,
so
yeah,
video auditions
completely,
than in person
completely.
ever. That's almost kind of weird to me because
They'll now, because so many people. I mean, it works out in huge favor of the casting people, because so many people want to act. And now that everybody has access to a phone or a computer at least, they can be like, okay, here's an audition, submit, like, so what I do is I'm on this website where I put in all my union info.
Yeah.
So I have access to all the union auditions. And so I'll submit to stuff that's like the criteria meets me. It's like we're looking for a white male in like
Yeah.
mid 20s to like mid 30s. And I submit to that. I'll submit like a headshot, my reel, and whatever else. And then they'll come back to me and be like, submit an audition, which I'll do here. I'll film it here, I'll edit it here, and I'll submit it online.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they'll be like, okay, we want to do like a Zoom callback. And sometimes somebody gets cast. Like a lot of times nowadays, you'll get cast in something without ever meeting people in person. And what's happening now more so since COVID now is like you'll do an audition at home, submit it online, and they'll be like, all right, we're going to do callbacks, like starting with the next round of callbacks, however far it goes, we'll all be in person.
Yeah.
So
it rang my bell because it reminds me of just the process that's like been around in music since like the dawn of tape recorders. Like since you could record shit on a tape, you could send it to like a label.
yeah.
And nowadays, like it's with each progression in audio, like whether it's CDs and then just MP3s and like it's easier and easier for a person to just send their music and flood it to a label.
Yeah.
Which creates this issue where people at labels who are supposed to find those artists that are just sending music, they don't give a fuck. They just skim through it. So I'd imagine it has that same impact on like auditions for acting, where it's like if you're not there in person to like hear a performance or be captivated by a person, it totally loses that luster where you can just scroll through it.
So whenever I've had like acting classes and they tell you about auditioning, it's like what all that they can tell you for in person or on, at home camera auditions, like self tapes, all they can tell you is like how to act. But the only like advantage that people can give you with like experience in the industry is for in-person auditions.
Yeah.
Like they can tell you how to make an impression in a room.
Yeah, I'd say it sounds like to me like the whole video audition kind of fucked shit up for like authenticity.
For actors for sure. Yeah.
It's like it sounds like kind of bullshit. It's like it's literally mailing in your lead role or like your
pretty much
SoundCloud of music.
Exactly, yeah. Or like label, like sending your shit to the label email.
The only instance I
you
think
can just skim through
where it like really really makes sense is casting relatively unknown people.
The SoundCloud of acting is YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Or I mean, you could even.
Sorry, what did you just say a second ago before I said that? I missed.
I said the only.
Easier to cast unknown people.
Yeah, like if you're casting a relatively unknown actor, then it makes sense to do auditions online.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Then you get to a point where it's like if somebody's known, they're not auditioning at all.
Yeah, it's like sounds like cheap roles, like shit. You're just like hiring.
Stranger Things came out. It's the first time I heard of the video auditions.
Yeah, because they released all their self-tape auditions.
Right.
But I think
for all the kids,
I think even when big actors are doing stuff for like lead roles in big movies, I'd assume that they're making videos too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. When they have like a bunch of big actors trying to play the lead role, in a movie, I'm sure they don't have those big names come into a fucking office and audition.
A lot of it's relationship too, with like
Right. Well, that's if they just select like a big name, will just be like, we want that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, like some names, B-list, C-list, they'll have to audition like to see if they can even act in this role, be this person. I'd imagine those are sent in too through video.
More so nowadays than anything else. Yeah. But they're coming back like more so now, like since COVID.
It just seems like kind of bullshit to me.
I mean, it's the same thing with like music. Like even before COVID, like the big thing, if you want to be an actor, is like you got to have a reel that you have like the file for.
Portfolio?
Huh?
Like a portfolio?
It's essentially, a reel is like a 3 to 5 minute video that shows your acting work. And like you edit it together and whatnot. And
you should make a reel and just throw like Danger Zone behind it.
Yeah.
Just turn it into a montage.
Well, I mean, essentially, you do put a score behind it, essentially. So. Yeah. That'd be sick, yeah.
It's just like you fucking Dominique Wilkins.
But so many people, like actors, started making their own websites even before COVID.
That's crazy.
And just, you'll be like, here's my website. Like, if actors have, like, cards, it's just a link to their website.
See, dude, to me, this may not make sense. I'm trying to make an analogy. To me, having a website with a portfolio as an actor, like an unknown actor, seems like if you go to a person who makes music on and it's on Spotify, if you go to their bio and they have like a paragraph talking about like where they're from and what kind of music, like that thing is like out now. So the more tackled thing is to have, I don't know if tackle is the right word, the more like popular thing to do is to just like have like some weird quirky like one liner. You know what I mean? It's more attractive to the eye. It's like kind of just better artistic.
Yeah, I guess it kind of, that whole trend of like creating a website, creating a really flashy reel.
Playa Peso, you know what I'm talking about too? No?
All of that kind of stemmed from the mindset of like, kind of like how it was in music for a long time, like selling yourself at a higher standard than you actually live at to achieve that standard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're starting out in rap and you're rapping about like cars and like money and houses like that you don't have, it's kind of the same thing with like acting where you're like, I mean, how they tell you to like do like in-person auditions is walk into the room and act like you just came back from like a trip. Like just act like you're important and that they want you to be a part of this project.
Yeah, I guess the main thing is
like you're selling yourself essentially. But now it's all about authenticity anymore.
The main thing I was saying is, like it's like over professionalism. Is like I compared the having the website as an actor to like the same thing as like having a long bio as a music artist.
It's like, I mean,
it's over professionalism. You want to retain the mystique.
Yeah, it's still important to create like a brand for yourself, but yeah.
Essentially, in the modern age of entertainment, trying hard is corny, and the youth only like what seems supernatural, and you know.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's bullshit still, but it's like, oh, this person doesn't care. We love them. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just over professionalism is weak. That's trying hard. Yeah.
Trying hard. Yeah, being good is weak.
The appearance of trying hard.
I think what really sells though is like seemingly effortless excellence.
Yeah, true.
Like achieving a lot, but what you put out to the public is like that you're not really trying.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's cool though. You did any more auditions recently, or is that the first one?
No, I've done a few, but that one was like the most interesting. And then I had another personal, just social feat where I really fucked up. One of my friends had texted like a group being like, hey, I'm watching after this house that has a pool and they're like, the lady's got a dog. And that's like all I saw. It was like I just saw a message pop up and it was like, yo, I'm watching after this lady's house, pool, dog, ...
Keywords, buzzwords.
Yeah. And so I click on the message and I see like people responding, being like, hell yeah, let's do it. Like, sick. And I respond.
She's just like, lady has a pool, we're gonna rape her dog.
No, never. I would never say that.
Like, them young boys coming.
I meant to hit.
Them young boys.
It's what you did hit.
That's what I meant to hit.
What did it say? Oh, yeah, no. So I just click on the thing. I just click on like the little bubble, you know? That has like the preview of the message. And that's all I see. I click on it and I respond and I go, sounds like you're saying pool and movie nights. And then I put my phone away. I go back to it like 3 minutes later and I just see, he calls me, he worked on a show I worked on, this friend, and he like calls me anything but AJ. He'll call me like, his main thing that he calls me is Applejacks. But he'll call me anything.
Piss me the fuck off, dude.
Yeah. He'll call me anything with an A and a J, but AJ or whatever. So
is this fucking Bobby Moynihan?
Yeah. So
guy,
I get a response.
I don't know about that guy.
I get a response and I look at it and it just in all caps goes, what did I just say, Applejacks? And I click on it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I scroll up, and then the original message, he had made a new paragraph in the message bubble, and it said, "So let's do pool and movie nights as soon as like that starts." I just said verbatim, been like, sounds like you said.
Yeah, it sounds like a couple pool and movie nights to me.
And I didn't even read it. And so I was like, was that not what you said?
That Bobby
That's how I
Moynihan's got
responded.
an attitude on him, dude. AJ,
And he goes, yes, that's exactly what I said. And I go, all right, then we're on the same page.
yeah, that guy.
So I think I played that off pretty well.
Your guys' chemistry
Everybody
is
I
very
talked,
strange.
everybody I talked to, I was like, I just didn't read his message. Like, yeah, that it didn't come off like that. It came off like you were just messing around with.
Sounds like
somebody.
they all took it very serious, like it was the talk of the town.
No. I just felt the need to mention it whenever I saw anybody from that group because I was like, yeah, I just didn't read it.
This friend of AJ's, he looks, you know Bobby Moynihan?
Known him since the 3rd grade.
You know him though? From,
Bobby Moynihan?
He's on SNL now. He's the dude from Bro Rape. Who's like, why are the police outside? You'll recognize him when you see him. Why are the-
Bobby Moynihan.
Bob, yeah, he's in Rick and Morty. They have the
A piece of toast.
yeah they have the,
Intergalactic
Of
cable.
course I know him, yeah.
and the intergalactic cable in Rick and Morty. They're like the SNL.
He
host-
doesn't really look like Bobby
No,
Moynihan.
dude. Robbie, trust me. He doesn't.
Bobby
He not
Moynihan's
only
hilarious.
he not only looks like
Bobby
Bobby
Moynihan is hilarious.
He sounds his voice is the same tone as Bobby Moynihan.
It's just
I
not.
thought you
It's
were
not
actually
true.
Bobby
It's
Moynihan.
so true, dude. It's I honestly I think it's unfathomable. You've just been much.
I think Bobby Moynihan's like 50 years old.
Yeah, this guy looks like Bobby Moynihan in Bro Rape. You remember Bobby Moynihan in Bro Rape?
Vaguely.
Why are the police outside? That's right.
Natty Ice.
Yeah, Natty Ice. It's
Oh yeah.
it's really good. What do you say? He's talking about not the GameCube, but he's talking about it's so fun. He's like GameCube is so fun, and then he's like, is Natty Ice what they're drinking?
Yeah, like everyone brought cases of Natty Ice.
Oh, was it Natty Ice?
Yeah.
I thought it was something, and then he said Axe
I
body
remember it 'cause I
spray.
didn't think it was real when I was younger.
If you don't wear Axe body spray, sir, you are not a man. He says some shit like that. Yeah, that dude is Bobby Moynihan out. And even his dynamic with you back and forth is his banta, just a banta with you.
Yeah.
From just a bit of banta I saw, he even acts like Bobby Moynihan.
I don't think he likes me.
I think that's his thing. I think that I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't think he watches this. Just make sure he doesn't see it. Feels like he's desperate. I get the sense that he is.
Desperate for what?
I get the sense that he plays a dynamic that he doesn't actually like anyone, but he's actually very desperate for friends.
Oh. No. I don't think it's like. I don't know.
I feel like if you were like, dude, why are you being a dick? And he'd be like, I'm so sorry, Applejacks. You know what I mean? He'd be like, he'd recoil.
That might be true.
I think he would defend. I think he
Yeah.
would be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I value our friendship. To be honest, I just think that you know what I mean." It's one of those things. There's been times like with Jamaica before. I was too goofy. I'd bully
Oh, dude,
Jamaica.
I
as a prank.
remember.
I still. Do
I
some-
remember that the. What did you used to call him? Jerk off, Mike.
No, listen, I've had a couple nicknames for him. But Pablo created the nickname Gay Sex Mike.
Gay.
And then he didn't like that. And then
he did not like that.
There's been a couple times where I just played around too much, and he was like, "Listen, dude, I'm this is genuinely upsetting me." And
Dude,
it's always an awkward
the gay
moment.
sex Mike.
Yeah.
You're on the phone with him.
No,
and
it's like
we're like laughing, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm not a fan of that," and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm sure," and then he's like, "No, seriously," and you're like, "What?"
dude, it's always that. It's always
And then
that.
you
with,
like go into like the other room and you like talk to him for like 10 minutes, and
Yeah.
you come out and you're like, "Yeah, we
it's-
can't call him gay sex Mike anymore."
It's always that's something.
Oh my god,
That's
dude.
something I had to work on.
That was one
because
of the funniest nights.
I just like it's. I play prank. Like people can do the same shit to me. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
sure, yeah. Why not? It's like
they do. People tease like in the group chat. I get teased all the time.
Just
you know
be
what
an
I mean?
adult, and it's like, yeah, it's like
Gay
there's
sex
no-
Mike is. I progressed into worse names, which I understand that.
Sure,
But there
And
was
it's
also other
like,
times where
it's also like if you have a problem with that, that's fine. There's no issue with Jamaica having an issue with being called gay sex Mike. I probably would too.
yeah. I mean,
But it's like
it's not like we called him at one time.
and it's
like
not
we were calling him.
like
at
I
that
have
for like 2
again
weeks,
no
3
issue with
weeks.
how Jamaica handled this, but it's like as long as you're an adult and you can just call out like, yeah, I'm not cool with that.
Yeah.
Fine. I think you can fuck around and do whatever with like your friends.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Like, as
I
long
mean,
as people can like be adults and be like, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I understood his point. I understood it immediately. I was like, okay, so he's dead serious. He doesn't like this, and I'm not
Whatever.
gonna- obviously, I don't want to bully my best friend. I don't
No.
know one of my best friends. It's like, but yeah, it's yeah, it. I've had that.
But a
issue
lot
few
of people
times.
don't have that capability to do what Jamaica did. And they'll just
Take it to heart, forever.
what's that called? Where you
internalize.
yeah, but you repress it, suppress it.
Yeah, repress, suppress. Yeah, pump it down
Yeah,
under.
Imagine suppressing some like nickname like that. You just
Dude, yeah, like I fucking like a week into it, you're like, I fucking can't believe you're calling me this, and like
Bro.
a month later, you're like, fuck, just exploding with anger.
If he never
every
would have
time.
like called you out on that, we would have like Robbie might have just like gone into your room one day and just seen you just slit from neck to fucking dick
because
balls.
he killed me.
Yeah, and just gay sex written in blood on your wall.
Yeah, I don't know when he would have done that, but yeah, I think he probably would have started plotting.
What do you mean? He's been at your house several times.
Yeah, I mean, you just said you didn't mention that he would be visiting. You were just like, Robbie would go into my room one day. And it's like, I thought you were gonna say I
It's
killed
kinda-
myself and just wrote gay sex on the walls.
I couldn't take it
It's just
anymore.
gay
I think-
sex. It's
I
on
don't
the
know.
wall.
I think you could kill yourself in a way that you could write gay sex on the wall in blood, but to slit yourself from
Split you up the middle.
neck to dick ball, I think would be
I'll split you up the middle. I'm Boxer Brown. You know Boxer Brown?
no.
Boxy Brown is one of Meatwad's imaginary friends in
Oh.
Teen Hunger Force. He's this box, but he has like a mustache and an afro, and he's like,
Foxy Brown.
yeah, it's Foxy Brown, but it's
Foxy
every
Brown.
time they cut to him, they like zoom in real quick, and he says something, and it's like funk playing in the background. It's like, oh, listen, player, you better get your shit straight. I'm Boxer Brown. I'll slap you into piece. And it's like, I don't know what piece is, but
Peace.
yeah, I don't.
I
mean,
think face, right?
slap you into another dimension is really what I'm. Anyways, you don't know Boxy Brown. Forget about
No,
it.
I don't know about
Point
Brown.
being, yeah, I've always had an issue with teasing people to the point that they're like, "Do you actually hate me?" And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, "No, you're actually like, I love you. You're actually one of my
Yeah.
closest friends. That's why I do this." And then I have to
I
have
do the
this
same
weird
thing.
awkward
Is like
conversation.
I'm like so. I'm like shy to begin with, but it's like even when I first like meet people, I'm hanging out with them like a lot. It takes a minute to like open up.
Just a banter.
No, I know, but I'm saying like once I get close with you, I'm fucking ridiculing you to no end.
Yeah, especially if you're had a couple drinks in you.
Oh my god, get out of
Forget
town!
about it.
I'm saying the most ruthless things known to man.
Yeah, make a person really want to get
Yeah.
out of town. Just get as
And-
far away from you as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, if you got an issue with that, just speak up
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a
because it
good
just
moral
means I like you.
Yeah, it just means I'm teasing you because I got a crush on you.
Yeah,
I'm down to see what Linens is up to. I gotta pee though. Can we take a quick break real quick?
sure.
All right.
So you know, my place has been fucked like the whole year.
Of course.
So they just said that they could. They said that they could come out. They like hired a contractor. The building was like, here, we're paying for this person. This is the contractor you got. Contractor emailed me, being like, I can't come out this week, but I can come out the following week. When are you available? I emailed that day, like within 10 minutes. I go, I'm available all week. You let me know.
Always, forever.
Like the earliest, the
Send
better.
'em forever and ever, and then the greater sign and a 3.
Yeah. I said the earlier the better because we've been dealing with this shit for fucking ever. So just let me know. No response. By the end of that week, I emailed him back. I said, hey, any update? No response. The next week. This is the week that he says he's not available to come out. The next week he can. Monday, I email him like, hey, any update on whether you can come out next week? Any day works for me. No response. By Wednesday, the property management group for our unit is like, hey, have you heard back from this guy? We're like, no, because everybody's on this chain. There's like 5 people in this chain. I'm like, no, you can see. I haven't heard back from this guy. So they email him. They're like, hey.
Tell me the fucking guy's dead.
No. I wish. They go, no. I go, no, I haven't heard from him. So they email. They go, hey, any update? No response. So we're all, like 3 of us are emailing him. By the following week where he's like, I can come out this week, the HOA gets involved and they're like, has this guy gotten in touch with you? We're like, yeah, but he's just been non-responsive for over a week now. So we're all 3 emailing him every day. He doesn't get back to us to Friday. He goes, I can come out next week on Thursday or Friday to start the renovations. I was like, fucking Thursday. Like as soon as possible. He's like, all right, I'll mark you down. I'm like, whatever. So last week, the whole week, I'm like, all right, by like Wednesday night, we need to start like getting all this shit out of the room because they're going to have to replace all the carpet, all the walls. Wednesday night at like 9-10 p.m., I check my email because like Sabrina's parents are in town. So I'm like, I'll just get her dad to help me in the morning. Because they're like, he emails me at like Wednesday morning being like, I'm going to come out at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I'm like, all right, cool. He emails me at like 10 p.m. He's like, hey, so yeah, an insurance inspector needs to come out and check out the room before I do any repairs to it. So
Your bedroom, right?
Yeah. I'm like, so he goes, so they'll get in touch with you first, and then I'll be able to schedule for like a week after that. I was like, dude, I'm gonna kill somebody.
Yeah, so I mean, the guy's just a dingus. That's the moral of the story?
Everybody. I'm tired of everybody.
The moral of the story is you're dealing with a dingus?
I'm dealing with 80 different thousand people.
Dinguses?
That are like, oh, I got to do something. Oh, I think that's too much. Oh, I have an objection. I'm like, everybody just go fuck yourself. I'll fucking repair the shit.
Start learning about carpentry right now. So that was just you venting. There's no funny part to that?
No, it's awful. It's all awful.
All right. You want to see what Linens is up to?
Yeah.
All right.
What's up, boys? It's me. I'm at Meyer right now. I had to take a little visit to the doctor this week, and it turns out that I have a poor diet. I guess just eating red meat and drinking a copious amount of beers is completely unhealthy for you, but yeah, now I'm about to start having to eat fruits and vegetables. So my shit's not coming out of my ass like a boulder. But I hope you boys are doing good. Hope everything's going good in sunny California. I've seen you guys been getting some earthquakes. So please stay safe.
I feel like if his diet is red meat and beer, his ass has probably be pissing out, right? It's not boulders. I feel like that doesn't make sense. You're not going to be constipated if all you eat is red meat and beer.
I think you would if you were like him and didn't drink a single drop of water ever in your life.
Like beer and red meat both make me piss out of my ass.
But you're different.
I think it might be a combo of
If
different
you only
things
eat
with
red
that
meat,
though.
like you will be constipated for a while, but then your body will get regular again. Once you get used to only eating red meat, but you really have to be on like a strict, like Jordan Peterson's daughter or something. You really have to be on a strict meat diet.
She takes that meat, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know about
seems
it.
to be, yeah. So she's like, she only eats meat, only red meat, and she's
Who's
like,
Jordan Peterson?
What? Who's
psychology.
Jordan Peterson?
Jordan
Peterson, this guy.
Yeah, some like Canadian psychology guy. Who,
You don't know
idea.
who Jordan Peterson
tackles,
is?
No, is that the Lucky
mental health
Charms guy?
issues.
Huh? It sounds like it, yeah.
Sounds like you're doing the Lucky Charms guy.
What was the last thing you just said? Play a partner?
No, it's just like a mental health psychology type. Yeah,
Canadian.
Canadian. Yeah, yeah, this guy.
Yeah, this guy.
He cries a lot.
Honestly, it's
about
awful.
men's issues. Yeah,
It's absolutely putrid.
I fuck with him. I fucked with
That's-
him for years. He's a real smart guy, but
What do you rate that
What?
Jordan Peterson impression?
I guess 6.5.
I'll take that. First time I've ever tried it.
Yeah,
That's crazy. You don't know who Jordan Peterson
that
is.
is pretty crazy.
You'd know if you saw him. He always wears a suit. He has gray hair. He slicks it back. He's like a men's rights act. He's labeled as like a men's rights guy.
His daughter's cute too.
Yeah, his daughter's hot.
All right.
There's a funny thing on Matt and Shane's.
She eats a
smart,
lot of
too.
meat.
Yeah, she only eats red meat. That's like her thing, and like I guess it's healthy for her somehow.
There's like a whole
Healthy girl.
She's
All types healthy.
she's a young, healthy girl.
That was just sound like a fucking beetle.
Yeah, that's kind of what he sounds like. No, there's a funny thing on Matt and Shane's they talked about where Shane met Jordan Peterson and he met his daughter, and the whole he went to a conference where Jordan Peterson was speaking, and like a majority of the conference was about how like you are constantly asserting value. Everything you even when you look at something, you're not asserting. Asserting's not the right. Maybe it is. You're asserting value to even something when you look at it. I look at a doorknob. The value is that I can open it and get to the next room, and it gives me more space. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Stuff like that. That was like a big portion of it.
Sure.
And then afterwards, Shane was talking about how he meets Jordan Peterson and his daughter, and he's like staring at his daughter's tits, and he's like immediately asserting value to the proper things,
As
in
one
front of his
should.
face. Yeah. All right. I'd say we
Pitches?
get into pitches and get
Yeah.
out of here, unless you got something else to talk about.
No.
Yeah. So we wrap it up. Get into pitches. You went first on pitches last week.
Ooh, who's to say?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
You
I
did?
think so.
All right, I'll go first. I wrote mine pretty quick just before we left. You have yours?
Yeah.
You didn't write one, did you?
No, I do have mine. I'm just reading it to make sure it makes sense.
All right.
I might be struggling to read through it, but
All right.
we'll get to that.
Check it out.
Bean.
In this, what you doing over there, Peso? I'm making grunts and noises now.
You got a pitch first, player P?
Yeah, we should have had you.
Junebug.
All right, what's Junebug about?
Junebugs in the summer, man. They always come out in July, hot as hell. You got to swat them away.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, that makes you know what that makes a lot of sense.
Shit, man. I don't want to talk
Listen,
about it right now.
listen, player. That makes a lot of sense. I just don't know where you're going with it. You lost me, cuz. All right, here's my
Who's
pitch.
sending these June bugs?
Where did the June bugs originate? All right. In this short horror, a man loads up his old game system from when he was a child to rediscover a digital companion he used to play with all the time. Life quickly becomes ominous for the man as the old companion has become sentient and seeks revenge for his abandonment. So it's basically like a Tamagotchi,
Yeah.
but it's like on like a Nintendo Wii or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like his old homie. Like he used
Yeah.
to talk back and forth. It was like AI chat type shit. And then now,
So you just load it up and he's like, "Where have you been?"
yeah.
The movie's called Playback.
No, the movie. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. The movie's called Seiko Soldier. That's the name of the game.
Psycho Soldier?
Seiko.
Seiko Soldier.
Yeah, the system is called a Seiko. And the game is Seiko.
So is he a soldier?
Yeah. That's like the theme of the game.
buddy?
Yeah.
Like a G.I. Joe?
Yeah. That's what makes him more dangerous.
The movie's called Junebug.
And the movie called Junebug, actually. Yeah, Seiko Soldier. It's a horror film. It's a short, and this short horror.
It's a short film.
It's a short film.
Like 20 minutes.
20, 25 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I just like to see the inner workings. I like to see the details of the fine details. You know what I'm talking
No.
about? It's the kid who's like, sometimes I like to take up. It's like a
Oh, yeah,
autistic
yeah,
black kid.
yeah.
I just like to take apart pens and see the inner workings of what makes them tick. That guy.
Doesn't he go real deep?
I think he stays high and goes back into his normal voice. I don't know about depth. I thought
he went real deep.
I don't think he does much going deep, except for in the pens. He
Yeah.
digs deep into the inner workings of the pens. Yeah, Seiko Soldier. The guy, you know what I'm saying? So he starts off like, oh, hi, you know what I'm saying? The main character's name, like, it's been so long. Like, it seems like actual AI. Like, it's almost like, I was kind of thinking of Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
When you get into Animal Crossing, if you haven't loaded up in a certain amount of days, it'll be like, you've been gone for this long.
Yeah.
Like, we missed you. So much stuff has happened in town.
Everything's gone to shit.
The Vikings! They come!
Literally, there'll be cockroaches in your house if you haven't.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It'd be crazy if you loaded up Animal Crossing and the whole town had been raped and pillaged. That'd be fucking insane.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it'd be so fucking crazy. Yeah, but it's kind of like that. It's like, yeah, the guy's just like, at first he's like, where have you been? And it's like lonely. And then like he starts playing it more and more. He gets caught into playing it. And then there's like all of a sudden there's a realization where it's like, oh, this fucker's living a natural life. Like he's responding in real time based off the time he's been alive.
Yeah, but so is it a real person somewhere?
No,
It's
it's straight
digital-
up like a Tamagotchi. Like it's a digital companion. They call Tamagotchis a digital pet.
So
that's
what's-
why I called it a digital companion.
What's the horror element of it? Like, how does it affect him in real life?
Well, he starts to like affect things like around his family, or like he starts to maybe point him in the wrong direction, or maybe he starts to take his time, and it like makes the guy's life downfall. I haven't really
Like,
got
what's his end goal? Is to, like,
his goal
to
is
get
to
rid of everything else in his life, so he just spends time with him.
Either that, or his goal is just to straight up somehow kill him and ruin his life, or like to just devastate him, and destroy him. Destroy. He wants to destroy. Either that, he either wants all of his time and for him to love him again, or he wants to destroy. I was thinking more of the lines of destroying.
No, but I like the concept of like wanting so much attention from someone where it's destructive.
Sure.
Yeah.
But there's a movie like that already.
Yeah, there is. There's
Just that,
like
but it's a new game. It's not like an old game he brings up. It's like that game where it's like he talks to the girl. I forget maybe it's a Black Mirror episode where he's like he has a
talks to the
video game
girl.
and it's like it's a movie. It's a movie. Yeah, it's a horror film where like he gets the video game and it's like a girl, and like the girl starts taking over the computers. And like it's like an AI game, and she starts taking over the computers at his work, and like taking over the like all that.
Zathura, I remember that one.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Yeah, I can't think of it off top. But it exists. It's like it's a thing where like this guy gets this video game, and it's like the AI girlfriend type video game, and then like the girl basically just takes over his whole life and starts taking over like other electronics, like takes over his phone, takes over like TVs at the Best Buy, takes over everything. Hit me with your pitch, man. Oh, we forgot both of these. First of all,
Do you want Mike and Ike's?
we heard from Lennon's, and then second of all,
Yep.
what you just heard was my escalator pitch. Now you're gonna hear AJ's
Porno cinema.
porno
Brought to you
cinema.
by Porno cinema.
Porno cinema.
What do you know?
What do you know?
Okay, so mine is a sci-fi epic. You know? Trying to make the new Star Wars. So this is in the year 3011. Earth is 3 centuries into its partnership with its older, larger neighbor planet, Alphanem. When a group of rebels discovers Alphanem's true intentions to use Earth as a pawn in its grand intergalactic planetary trade, will the rebels be able to regain sovereignty for Earth, or will all be lost as the planet's essentially juiced for resources?
They're just gonna turn all the Earthlings into slaves.
No, they're just gonna kind of like burn the planet into useful materials.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Mine
And then like
yours and forge the boars.
Yeah.
precisely. That's pretty slick.
Yeah.
I like that.
So it'd
what's
essentially be like a Star Wars Dune type of like epic, where like one person kind of rises.
What is the antagonist faction called? Because that's always the coolest part. Like the Sith. I don't know the one for Dune, but there's always like a name for the antagonist faction. It's like that's the coolest part of the whole.
It's like some Ragnarok.
Yeah. Ragnarok.
Yeah. What is that? That's some.
That's Thor.
Store.
Yeah. No, the planet in Dune's Iraqis.
Yeah, Iraqis.
And the bad people are the Harkonnens.
Harkonnens, yeah. So
Yeah.
Sith.
Iraqis
The
are just
Sith.
real people. There's a whole country full of
The
them.
Iraqis. It's true.
That's true.
They're very angry. But
For
for some reason, they're really mad.
Americans.
so right now the planet that kind of
For
controls
some reason, they're upset.
right now the planet that kind of controls Earth is called Alphanam.
Oh, now.
Right. So that's the planet.
Yeah.
But who's the government of Alpha Nam?
Uh,
Neil? Alpha Neil?
I don't know. Couldn't tell
AJ,
you.
I don't know if you know this, but on the original, on Jodorowsky's Dune, he was gonna make Salvador Dali was supposed to play like one of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did
I
you
think I know that.
Did you see the new one too? The new Dune?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was cool.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have to. It would take me a while to figure out all of the.
It'd have to be a juicy one.
specifics. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The bad guy faction
Yeah.
always has to have it has to be like the coolest collection of letters. You know what I mean? Rocktarian. Dude, that's like one of those ones. Imagine being in a writer's room having to pitch different names to that and having everybody just be like, dude, shut the fuck up. You fucking suck at this.
Tyrese.
It's just Tyrese Gibson. The Tyrese Gibson.
The Tyrese.
Dude, Tyrese is looking like Marvin Gaye, dude. I seen a video of him singing at the Olympics or some sort of the football games, and he's doing Marvin Gaye cosplay right now. That's his new shtick.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, he grew a beard and he wears hats and vests and shit.
Sick.
It's pretty sick, actually.
Good for Tyrese. Maybe he got his life together.
Maybe he got his daughter back. Why are they
What are you doing to me?
I'm not doing anything illegal. Wait, am I doing something illegal? All right, and you know, I'm not a genius or anything, but I'd say that we're done here.
Hey.
I'd say we wrapped it up here.
I'd say pretty sufficiently.
And I'd say
It's go time.
it's go time. I guess.
Maybe it's go time.
I'd say
It's
if you
go
haven't seen the
time.
movie Baby Boy, go watch it.
damn, I didn't realize I had delay. I have delay on that. Yeah, you said go watch Baby Boy. That's your pitch for this week.
Go watch Baby Boy.
A guy moves into his mom's house. His stepdad's a dick. you see Baby Boy?
I know what you're talking about. The Wayans movie?
It's Tyrese movie.
It's not a Tyrese movie.
Yeah, it's Tyrese. I swear to God, yeah.
Produced by
Dude,
Tyrese.
they play Baby
It's
Boy
not
on.
a Tyrese
it's not
movie.
Tyrese.
It is. He's the main character.
Snoop Dogg's in it.
Yeah, Ving Rhames. Not Ving Rhames. Is Ving Rhames? Yeah, Ving Rhames is his stepdad.
Yeah.
Dude, they play Baby Boy on BET like to this day once a day.
I'm not. I wouldn't be
Like a
surprised.
whole hour and a half of BET's programming every day is to play Tyrese, to play Baby Boy.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different movie.
You're thinking of White Chicks?
No.
What do you think? Are you talking about the movie where he's a little baby?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no. You're thinking of a different movie. You're talking about the one. You know the one where
What's it called?
not Damon Wayans,
Yeah, it's
Wayne Wayans.
yeah.
I don't know.
It's
Who gives a
Marlon and
fart?
Nancy.
Anyways, AJ's busy, but
Little Man.
Little man.
Little Man. Yeah. I'm not busy.
I'd say that folks, what I'd say is thank you so much for watching, and what else I'd say is baby, we've gone again.